NEC Section 705.12 states that where isolation between electrical systems is required, the systems shall be separated by granted barrier or isolated by other approved means. NEC Section 700.1c states that electrical equipment shall be installed and used in accordance with any instructions included in the listing or labeling. To comply with the NEC when dealing with different potential sources between motor control panels, isolation of the electrical systems is crucial. A practical solution involves these steps. Firstly, install a junction box strategically positioned between the old and new motor control panels. Secondly, incorporate isolation relays within the junction box. These relays are essential for physically separating the high voltage, that is 480 volts alternating current, and low voltage, that is 220 volts alternating current, circuits, preventing any direct electrical connection between them. Thirdly, ground the junction box diligently. This grounding serves as a critical safety measure, providing a low impedance path for any potential fault current, which helps to mitigate the risk of electrical shock and equipment damage. The NEC permits the utilization of junction boxes for isolating electrical systems, provided that certain conditions are met. Firstly, the junction box must be readily accessible for maintenance and inspection, ensuring that any necessary repairs or checks can be performed without undue difficulty. Secondly, the junction box must be adequately sized and constructed to effectively handle the circuit loads and fault currents it is expected to encounter, preventing overheating or other failures. Thirdly, the junction box must be installed in a location that is suitable for preventing mechanical damage or exposure to hazardous conditions such as excessive moisture or extreme temperatures. In addition to these primary measures, several additional considerations should be taken into account to enhance the safety and reliability of the system. Firstly, ensure that the PLC inputs used for interlock signals are rated for the appropriate voltage difference of 220 volts alternating current. This precaution prevents damage to the PLC input card, as demonstrated in the original scenario. Secondly, clearly label the junction box and its components to indicate the isolation purpose and voltage differences involved. This labeling serves as a visual reminder to personnel working on the system, reducing the risk of accidental contact with the wrong voltage level. Thirdly, conduct thorough testing after installation to verify the isolation and functionality of the system. This testing should include voltage measurements and operational checks to confirm that the isolation relays are working as intended and that the overall system is functioning correctly. By following these steps and adhering to the NEC guidelines, a safe and compliant installation can be achieved when integrating motor control panels with different potential sources. This approach not only protects equipment from damage but also safeguards personnel from electrical hazards. Remember to always consult the latest edition of the NEC and seek guidance from a qualified electrical engineer or inspector to ensure that all applicable requirements are met.